Hi, Marcia. My name is Amber, and I wanted to take the time to respond to your post. There are several different things that you said that I agreed with and appreciated. I loved how you started the discussion with the main goal is to not win an argument, but rather to foster a meaningful conversation that respects the depth of psychological science and the profoundness of religious faith. I thought that was really good. Mainly because we really do a disservice when we try to eliminate one without the other. I really loved how Hathaway and Yarhouse talked about the lens through which we see the integration and the foundation from which upon that happens. And so I think how we approach the conversation is just as important as respecting each of the sides, and having, especially as a Christian, a practicing believer, having that foundational stance and biblical paradigm through which we view the psychological science is really important. And it actually, I think, will foster even more appreciation for the science side of things, as it really does bring more of a edification of who God is and how He created us and how He designed our bodies. To me, it really reveals more of who He is. It adds to the already truth and foundation of our Christian faith. One of the things you talked about, integrating CBT and how it can very much weave very well with our Christian doctrine. But you also talked about how there has to be an intentionality when we are connecting our religious faiths with psychology, and that it's intricate and it encompasses a variety of perspectives. And I thought that was really good. Because it takes a lot of intentionality when we're integrating. You did say at the end of your post, integrating psychology with Christian counseling is a deeply personal choice that each Christian professional must make. I do agree with that. It is a personal choice, and I don't think we can actually separate our personal from our professional. McMinn and McRae talk about this in their article. Pulling it up right now. Integrating psychology and the integration of psychology and Christianity. They mention, and the article is Spiritual Disciplines and the Practice of Integration. But McMinn and McRae, 1997, focus on the importance of the therapeutic relationships that foster healing. And they make a statement in their article that I thought was really good, that those healing relationships aren't fostered just by well-chosen techniques, but they also have to be relegated to the counselor's professional identity that actually grows out of their inner life as a Christian. And so I think this is where we get into the conversation of how we can't actually separate our personal from our professional, especially as Christians, as practicing believers. It encompasses every area of our life. And so, especially when we talk about spiritual discipline, so as a therapist and as a counselor, if we're fostering that inner life, it's going to pour over into our therapeutic relationships, whether we want them to or not. And so having that intentionality is really important. So while it is a professional choice, I think it's also one that will naturally be happening if we're not bringing intentionality to the conversation and into our practices. So anyways, great discussion. Thank you so much. And I hope you're enjoying the class.